The 18th annual Des Smith Classic. Horses moving in behind the gate. The 1 is Red Bow Tie. 2 is Ram Baron. 3 is Robocam. Number 4 is DM Dillinger. The 5 is Noble Ability. And 6 is Armbro Pluto. And welcome back, Ottawa Sports Radio OSR 1200, the Des Smith Classic, the 18th annual, 6 of the finest on the gate for $100,000. And we pick them up in the back stretch. The wings open and they are off the gate. Up on the far outside of the racetrack, DM Dillinger springs out and Red Bow Tie will match strides with him through that turn. Down on the inside, and Ram Baron has found a spot early, settles in third. A length and a half back in fourth now as they move off the turn and come to the quarter pole. That is Robocam. Down along the inside in fifth. Off that turn is Noble Ability. Armbro Pluto in front of the grandstand, the early trailer that first quarter, 26-3. They move in front of the grandstand. DM Dillinger had the lead now, but Red Bow Tie is right back out to recapture command. Down on the inside, Ram Baron is third. In fourth to Robocam. The Catman starts up Noble Ability, starting up on the outside in fifth, and Armbro Pluto picks up cover from him in sixth as they head towards the half, and Red Bow Tie is a length in front. Here's the half, 56 seconds flat. Down on the inside in second now as they continue up the backstretch, DM Dillinger. Driving up on the outside of the racetrack now in third is Noble Ability. Armbro Pluto continues to follow, live cover in fourth. Ram Baron is fifth down on the inside. In sixth on the outside of the racetrack, that's Robocam as they approach the three quarters. And Red Bow Tie is the leader and gathered up with a length and a half advantage. Reaching that marker with Red Bow Tie, the leader there, and hits that marker in 1:24-4. Down on the inside now, Noble Ability is second. Up on the outside, Armbro Pluto is now in third. DM Dillinger is fourth on the final turn. In fifth is Ram Baron, and they move over to the top of the stretch. In the Des Smith Classic, number 18 on the line with Red Bow Tie, the leader. Noble Ability out for the stretch drive, but Red Bow Tie is showing what he's made of. Untouched under the wire by 3 lengths in 1:52 4/5. Red Bow Tie takes the 18th annual Des Smith Classic. You heard it live here on Ottawa Sports Radio, OSR 1200. Luke Ouellette, the winning driver. For Cliff Siegel from Brooklyn, the TLP Stables, Delegate Stables, David Sharp, Richard McCumber, the trainer, puts his earnings now up to the $800,000 mark for the season and closes in on $2,200,000 in career earnings. And welcome back to Ottawa Sports Radio OSR 1200. We've got them in the winner's circle, the 18th annual Des Smith Classic winners. They were last year's winners. They took number 17. They're back for the 18th one, and Red Bow Tie with its connections from New Jersey and New York. Cliff Siegel, along with the TLP stable, Diligence Stables, and David Sharp, Richard McCumber, the trainer, Luke Ouellette, the winning driver. Once again, it's the 9th victory in just 16 starts on the season for the one-horse Red Bow Tie, pacing the mile tonight a cool evening this evening here at Rideau, Carleton, and not a bad mile, 152 and 4/5. Congratulations in the winner's circle to all involved. In the winner's circle, on behalf of the Smith family, the nephew to Des Smith, Jim Kane, assisting in our winner's circle presentation. You know, we're talking about a horse like Red Bowtie. He hasn't just showed up for all the stake races. He's done a lot of traveling over the summer, as well as last year when he banked over $830,000. And Red Bowtie has shown up and challenged pretty much everybody that's taken a run at him, and he was impressive in victory. I know John mentioned it earlier, under a snug hold, under absolutely no urging tonight, and he was under the wire well within himself in 152 and 4/5. Here at Rideau, Carleton.
Luke did a great job again this evening, and it's good to see you back in the winner's enclosure for the second consecutive year. 150 and 3 last year, and look, as you're well aware, the temperature is just a bit too cold here tonight for a track and world record. But how did this horse race tonight?
Well, like you just seen, I think he could have dove him himself.
I don't know about that, look, but he sure was impressive. And let's talk about last week's race in Chicago and how he got burned in the second quarter of 25 and 1, and your ability to steal a slow second quarter. Was that the difference this evening?
Yes, you know, in Chicago there, actually, I have to take some of the fault for it. I pulled out at the quarter pole, following Big Tom, and when he cleared to the lead, Big Tom's in wrinkle shape right now. And, you know, joined us and put out an aggressive drive and didn't wait on me to sit on my back. And we did pace really fast the second quarter. And it's not a speed favoring track either, so it wasn't a good strategy for me to use. But here, this is a good speed track, and I got a nice breather the second quarter, and you know, the big horse was well in hand.
It was decision time for you at the quarter pole with D.M. Dillinger on the outside. Were you confident that once D.M. Dillinger made the lead, you'd be able to snap him right back around to the front?
Yes. As a matter of fact, in the first turn there, my horse may have taken a little bit of a bad step, because I was going to try to put him in behind me. Just knowing that D.M. Dillinger is really good on the front end, thinking that maybe Steve Condren would have a twinkle in the eye once he crossed over. He may want to keep going. You know, I was trying to stop him in behind me, but my horse took a little bit of a bad step. So at that point, I had no choice to let him go, and was going to try to come back.
Look, you're the hottest driver in North America right now. Your travel schedule is absolutely ridiculous. You're on a plane every day, it seems. You're at Woodbine last night. You're at Rideau Carleton this evening. It's a big thrill to have you here driving at Rideau Carleton Raceway, and the fans, and I would like to thank you for being here tonight, and congratulations on a tremendous drive with Red Bowtie.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's Luc Ouellette, the winning driver of Red Bowtie in the 18th annual Des Smith Classic. Now back up to John Craig.
On behalf of his uncle Des Smith, in which this stake race has been named after.